Everyone. Sad you weren't in class. I wish you would come to Google Meets. It would make me happy. But here we are. So class today, Thursday, October 22nd. You are going to be not physical science. We want to be in chemistry. Okay. Chemistry class, Thursday, October 22nd. All right, there's a few things in here. As always, the slides are at the top. This video is on yours right below that. Then build an atom and exit ticket. So I'm going to go over how to get these things done. Okay, so click on build an atom and you've got an attachment. Okay, PDF, you want to put this into Notability. Okay. Then when you got that, you want to find it here, okay? And all right, hey everyone. Then you're gonna click on this link and say open in Safari. And you'll have to go back and forth between these two things, but this is a simulation, okay? And you wanna click Atom. And it shows you this. So this is our build an atom. You want to open up net charge and mass number, okay? And you want to click stable or unstable. Okay, so on this page, you can move around these particles down here, okay? And you can put them onto this background, okay? So for example, if I wanted to put a proton on here, I'd put it up here, and a bunch of things just changed. Okay, a name popped up here. So before it was nothing. We've got a name, and this is hydrogen. This is a hydrogen atom, okay? And it is stable. We saw some things change over here. It highlighted hydrogen, which is the element we have here. It says we have a net charge of +1. So we have one positive charge and a mass number of 1. Okay, we can also add neutrons, these gray neutrons, and they pop right in there. Okay, we have a gray neutron in the middle. It didn't change that it's hydrogen. It's still hydrogen, okay, and it's still stable. The charge didn't change at all. It's still +1. All right, so let's add an electron and see what happens. Okay, so now it went from an ion to a neutral atom. Okay, our charge went to 0. Okay, our mass number is at 2 still. Okay, so that's how you do that. If you want to clear what you had, you click this button over here, this orange circle. All right, and it clears it back. You do have to open up net charge and mass number again and click stable, unstable every time you reset. So that's the website we're going to use. So in Notability, and you can split screen this if you want, that might be easier. Okay, we've got some questions. So the first part is just some questions about the atom builder. So it says, number 1, what are the 3 types of particles that atoms are built of? Okay, so you want to go back to that and get the names of the particles. Okay, we were in Safari, yes. Okay, so the 3 buckets at the bottom are filled with protons, neutrons, and electrons, and those are the particles that I'm looking for in number 1, protons, neutrons, and electrons. So you're going to fill that in. I like to use text boxes, but you can do whatever. Protons, right? Get another one. Oh, come on. Okay, sorry everyone. It's getting finicky, okay. All right, neutrons. Ooh, mine's off. Okay, protons, neutrons, and electrons in here, okay? Then you are going to fill in these other questions, okay? Can these particles that atoms are built of be placed anywhere? So you're gonna go back to that. If not, where does each type of particle go? So where do the protons go? Where do the neutrons go? Where do the electrons go? which type of particle affects or changes the element name of the atom you built. So you can mess around with all the different particles, right, as you work and see what's changing the name of the element. Is it neutrons, electrons, is it protons? Okay, so you're going to mess around with that and answer questions in part 1. Okay, then part, how many protons do all oxygen atoms have? And which 2 particles are responsible for the mass of the atom you built? Okay, once you're done with part 1, part 2 is building an atom. Okay, so there are a few things. Let's start with this first one, hydrogen, and I'll show you how it was built. Okay, we need to build hydrogen. It needs to be neutral and stable. Okay, we want it to be neutral and stable. So I'm going to start with a proton, and we're looking to build hydrogen. There's hydrogen, but it is not neutral. It has a positive 1 charge, and it is stable. So how do we change this positive 1 to a 0, to a net charge of 0? Okay, I'm going to put a neutron in and see what happens. That didn't change my net charge at all, so I'm going to try an electron. Okay, now it says it's a neutral atom. Our net charge is 0. That's what we want. It is hydrogen, and it's stable. So we have 1 proton, 1 neutron, and 1 electron. I'm going to go back to Notability, okay? And I'm going to add that in. So I have 1 proton, 1 neutron, 1 electron, and a drawing. Don't copy paste the picture from, don't screenshot. You're going to draw your own. You can draw it with the pencil up here, right, with the pencil, or you can use shapes and add in shapes if you want. It's up to you how you want to draw that. You might want to like zoom in real far so you can draw really well. Okay, so you're going to do this. You're going to build the next element. So helium is next, then lithium, then beryllium, then boron, and then carbon. And every time you do, you're going to note how many protons, neutrons and electrons, and have a drawing. And remember, you want the atom builder to say that it's a neutral atom, the charge is 0 over here, and that it's stable. If you have more or less neutrons, it says unstable. Again, it starts shaking. So you might have to take neutrons away. Okay, you might have to add neutrons. It depends on the element. Okay, so that is element builder. Now there is a part that is extra credit. Okay, if you would like to try these challenge problems in part 3, they are extra credit. So if you can do these problems in part 3, they will be extra credit if you turn it in before Monday at 9 a.m., which is when class is next. So if you can do these, I encourage you not to Google the answers, right? Just try them on your own, and you could be in for some extra credit points, okay? The next thing that you're going to do is turn it in when you're done. So you're either going to turn it into this assignment and have all parts done and get some extra credit, or for sure parts 1 and 2. Okay, the other thing I need you to do is this exit ticket. Okay, it has 3 questions. You can try it 3 times. Okay, I can't do the assessment because I'm not a student, but the exit ticket has 3 multiple choice questions, or 3 questions that you're going to answer. You can take it 3 times and I'll take your best score. So that is what you need to have done by class at 9 a.m. on Monday. Please email if you have any questions, and I will see you all on Monday, hopefully.